Ausmachen means to turn off. Ausmachen.
Ausmachen.
Is ausmachen a separable verb?
I don't think so.
Why?
Because ausmachen.
Where was the stress when we said to turn on?
Anmachen. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
So, so at the beginning, when we have it there on the bit we add on anmachen and ausmachen, what does that mean?
That it's separable.
Good. And it also shows us now that aus is a word in its own right, which means out. No? We have the T to S shift there. Out, aus. Ausmachen, to turn off. So if we say, I'm turning it off, how would that be? I'm turning it off.
Ich mache es aus.
Ich mache es aus. Ich mach's aus. So, ausmachen splits, and aus being a verb part, it has to go to the end, as if we have two verbs in this sentence. No? Ich mache es aus. Now, the word now, related to yet in English, was?
Jetzt.
Jetzt. Good. J-E-T-Z-T. Jetzt. And of course, when ausmachen is in its true form, now when it's complete, this verb ausmachen, we don't have to worry about splitting it. So if you say something like, you must turn it off now, and we mean das Telefon, you have to turn it off now.
Du musst es jetzt ausmachen.
Very good. Du musst es jetzt ausmachen. So then we have ausmachen. Now it's a complete verb. We won't split it. Just goes on the end, being the second verb. Du musst es jetzt ausmachen. And if we mean der Fernseher, the TV, you must turn it off now, how would that be?
Du musst es jetzt anmachen. Ausmachen.
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 But we mean the television, so it's not es.
In.
Right. And stop panicking, man.
Du musst ihn jetzt anmachen. Sorry, it was ausmachen.
Ausmachen. And don't just try to memorize it. There's a sense there, no? It's to make out. To make something out, to go out. Now to make something go out is to turn it off. Ausmachen. So, du musst ihn jetzt ausmachen. And if we want to say, I have turned it off, then we know that splittable, separable verbs like ausmachen will find a place for this ge of the past. So how do we get turned off from ausmachen?
Ausgemacht.
Ausgemacht. Very good. Ausgemacht. So I've already turned it off. Something masculine like der Fernseher.
Ich habe ihn schon ausgemacht.
Very good. Ich habe ihn schon ausgemacht. I've already turned them off.
Ich habe sie schon ausgemacht.
Very good. Ich habe sie schon ausgemacht. And of course this sie could also refer to turning a feminine thing off, no? Like the lamp, die Lampe. Haven't you turned them or it to feminine, it off yet? Haven't you turned them off yet?
Hast du sie noch nicht ausgemacht?
Very good. Hast du sie noch nicht ausgemacht? What was the word for why?
Warum?
Warum. Good. W-A-R-U-M. Warum. Why have you turned them off already? Why have you turned them off already?
Warum hast du sie schon ausgemacht?
Very good. Warum hast du sie schon ausgemacht? And what if we mean a neuter thing, like das Telefon? Why have you turned it off already?
Warum hast du es schon ausgemacht?
Very good. Warum hast du es schon ausgemacht? And when we're referring to das Telefon, we could actually use es or das. No, es is maybe a bit more like it, and das more like this or that or this one or that one. But it's hard to translate like directly. You will find in German maybe people using das, this or that, when in English you might prefer it and vice versa. So you could hear both. Warum hast du es schon ausgemacht? Or warum hast du das schon ausgemacht? So when we have a movable part of a verb like aus, like the aus of ausmachen, it will make way for the ge of the past. And we've also seen how when we have a verb built of parts which aren't separable, then we just make our have past with the final t. We don't use ge. What was to search, to look for?
Suchen.
Suchen. So an S vowel syllable gives us a Z sound. Suchen.
Suchen.
Suchen. And to visit?
Besuchen.
Besuchen. Besuchen. He visits?
Besucht.
Besucht. So besucht is also just what we use for the past of besuchen, because besuchen is not separable. We don't have the accent on be. No, that's not a word in its own right. So we don't use ge. Besucht is also our past version. So if you want to say, have you visited him?
Hast du ihn besucht?
Hast du ihn besucht? Have you not visited them?
Hast du sie nicht besucht?
Hast du sie nicht besucht? And like I said before, that we could use das or es, no, to say it, referring to something neuter. Here we could say sie or die. Hast du die nicht besucht? Hast du sie nicht besucht? Haven't you visited her yet? Haven't you visited her yet?
Hast du sie nicht schon besucht?
What is not yet?
Noch nicht.
Okay.
Hast du sie noch nicht besucht?
Very good. Very good. Haven't you visited her yet? Hast du sie noch nicht besucht? So, noch nicht is still not, no, not yet. And nothing yet, not anything yet, still nothing is?
Nichts. Noch nichts.
Noch nichts. Very good. What was to try, also from suchen?
Versuchen.
Versuchen. It's spelled with a V, but that V is an F. Versuchen.
Versuchen.
Is this separable?
No.
No. We have the accent on suchen, showing us that ver stays put. Versuchen. She tries.
Sie versucht.
Sie versucht. And this is also the past version, because we've made that step of putting our T on the end. And the next step, the ge, we can't do it because ver doesn't move. So versucht is tried. So haven't you tried anything yet? Haven't you tried anything yet?
Hast du noch nichts versucht?
Very good. Hast du noch nichts versucht? Very good. Another group of verbs like this that don't take the ge, but they take that final T to make the past, are those verbs of Latin origin that end in ieren, I-E-R-E-N. So we had, for example, studieren, to study, markieren, to mark, korrigieren, to correct. How would you say, you must correct me?
Du musst mich korrigieren.
Good. Du musst mich korrigieren. And the ieren, we could also hear it kind of abbreviated in some accents. Ieren, korrigieren. We could have servieren, servieren, to serve, like to serve food. So these verbs end in ieren of Latin origin. When they go into the past, they also don't use this ge. So how would you say, I have studied?
Ich habe studiert.
Ich habe studiert. Good. The word for long in German, long, is lange. L-A-N-G-E. And this N-G that is falling on the end of the syllable is like the English ing. Lange. We don't have a hard g sound. Lange.
Lange.
Good. Have you studied long?
Hast du lange studiert?
Hast du lange studiert? What was to organize?
Organisieren.
Very good. Organisieren. The past, organized.
organisiert.
Organisiert. What was yesterday in German? We can think of our Y to G shift.
Gestern.
Gestern. Gestern. The day before yesterday is vorgestern.
Vorgestern.
So we have VOR, no, that's with a V, and then gestern, vorgestern. We organized it the day before yesterday. We have organized it the day before yesterday.
Wir haben es vorgestern organisiert.
Good, but try to take a little bit more time. There's a couple of problems that are just coming from trying to think too fast. So give me again, we have.
Wir haben.
Good, then wir haben. We have organized it the day before yesterday.
Wir haben es vorgestern organisiert.
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 Good, that's an S, not a Z. So it's Z, not Z.
Okay.
Wir haben es vorgestern organisiert. So S here refers to something general and unnamed, no? Like that thing we were going to do, no? We organized it the day before yesterday. Something that doesn't have a gender. For this, we can automatically go to S for it. But if we refer to something specific, something named, like the party, for example, which isn't neuter, we'll have to change the way we say it. So, how would that be? We organized it the day before yesterday, but we mean the party, the party.
Wir haben sie vorgestern organisiert.
Very good. Wir haben sie vorgestern organisiert. And instead of sie, we could also use die. Wir haben die vorgestern organisiert. Everything, or all, in German is alles. A-L-L-E-S. Alles. Everything or all.
Alles.
We organized everything the day before yesterday.
Wir haben alles vorgestern organisiert.
Very good. Wir haben alles vorgestern organisiert. These verbs of Latin origin may not be getting ge in the past because Latin verbs most often are built of bits and pieces stuck together, just like some German verbs. Maybe German senses this, and not having any way to split a Latin verb or to decide whether to split it or whether it's built of parts or not, it just decides not to bother with this ge business. So, for example, we have collaboreren, to collaborate. This is actually built of with, and labor in Latin, with labor, collaboreren. Intervene, intervenieren, intervene, built of between come, to between come. So maybe German detects somehow that this is how Latin verbs are built, which is why it doesn't want to put this ge. Did you intervene?
Hast du interveniert?
Intervenieren.
Hast du interveniert?
Very good. Hast du interveniert? Very good.